actually using the camera, whatever you can do to keep it steady, whether that's a tripod. There's these mobile gimbals that you can get, which means basically it's a 360 gimbal. Any angle you have it on, the camera will stay flat, which is great when you're actually doing motion shots, because you can actually follow someone along, and it's a very smooth little panorama as you're going along, panning, sorry. So always keep that smooth and steady. Your smartphone is small and light, but you know, after about, I don't think I've met anyone yet who can hold a cell phone perfectly still.
No.
Because we've all got a natural bit of shake, whether that's just kind of all of a sudden we just get a little shiver or whatever. So again, use a tripod as much as you can.
And the cell phone mounts are cheap enough that really, spend the extra $10
Exactly.
and $10 on a tripod, you're in for 25, and you actually have a way to take good quality video.
Exactly. And if it's more of a spur of the moment kind of thing, there are still things you can do to steady your hand, even with the handheld. So use both hands. Don't try doing it with one. That exponentially makes it more difficult to balance. Lock your elbows into your body, so you've got that stability of your body and your elbows being locked into position. That will keep your camera nice and steady. Again, the best opportunity honestly is using a tripod or some sort of gimbal type thing. When you're thinking about the composition, there's a couple of tips I can give you very quickly. This applies to both photography and video. On most phones you can actually get a grid view in your camera, so set up the grid view. It's basically part of the settings, and what it does is divide your screen up into thirds. And what you want to try to do is always kind of keep that thirds idea in mind. Look at that composition. Look for the third of it that gives the viewer a really good picture of the subject, but opens it up so you can see a bit more space around. Don't film everything so it's basically centered. Always have that little nice side so you get a sense of space and depth. That can apply to both video and photography.